almost forget this album feels like it's a summary of his career a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you almost forget there was an era, and I feel like we messed up by letting this man play around with rock music a little too much.
Thanks for tuning in to the No Clearance Podcast. Now subscribe, hit that like button, and enjoy the clip.
No clearance. So let's get cracking. I haven't finished the album, but shout out to Lil Sims, man. Lil Sims dropped the album.
That's the name, Lil Sim.
Lil Sims,
she's a UK rapper.
UK's finest.
Hey,
man.
UK been
UK's
up
finest.
for a minute. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me look up the name of that jump.
Jalen, you.
Lil Sims is one of the
Lil
best.
Sims is nice.
Female artists. It's called Lotus. The album's called Lotus. Make sure you go ahead and check that out. She is one of the best female rappers out for a long time, and she's been doing this for a minute too. She's been doing this for a minute. She got the J. Cole shout out. So shout out to her. She was also on Top Boy. Y'all done now, eh? Okay. Now let's get.
That was a horrible accent.
That was terrible.
That was
not done. Wagwan brethren.
That's better. That's better.
That was terrible, innit? I say innit.
By the way, I started watching Adolescence. I can't do the white Brits accent crazy. I can't.
That's a different type of.
But they have different dialects. Though.
That's a different. Yeah, that's a different section. That's like the one where you don't know what the hell they saying out there.
I don't know what's going on.
That's like Scotland Yard or something like that.
Shout out to Lil Wayne, man. Weezy F baby. You feel me?
Weezy F baby.
New Orleans,
phenomenal.
The greatest to come out of New
that's
Orleans.
PH. That's not even F.
Honestly, that's something to say. That's something to say. Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6. Now, for those who are not aware, the Carter series as a whole, legendary.
I like the last
I've
one.
never in my life heard somebody drop the beat and just go, I suck a pussy, fuck a pussy, leave it there. Had nothing to do with the rest of the song. That man dropped the beat and just yelled, I suck a pussy, fuck a pussy, leave it there. Shout out to the Carter too. It's the Carter classic. It was either 2 or 3. I forget which one. But that is, to me, that stepped Lil Wayne as a legend in my eyes. I just wanted to say that.
I love those mixtapes.
I never had. But
mixtape Wayne.
Not a question.
I'm talking on the Carter series. So the thing about it is, man, to name this album the Carter 6, that puts weight on the album already. Unnecessary weight on the album. Because he's had plenty of albums that wasn't the Carter. For sure. You know what I'm saying? For sure. We've had plenty of them.
That's true. That's very true.
So it starts off decent. I like the production in the beginning. I thought the album was gonna go into this mode of like a ode to hip hop, especially on the production end. There was a lot of really classic samples, like the LL Cool J Rock the Bells sample, to be specific. We get some other Jones in there. I can't name off the top of my head, but we get classic hip hop samples that he raps on. Now, mind you, the production ain't really where I wanted to be. Like even for Bells, they like played with the Rock the Bells, but I kind of wish the production wise, I wish he rapped more on that actual beat. It kind of just put it in the background. They put that thing in the background, just put hella 808s on top, or hella bass on top. I was like, it's okay.
It is a lot of bass. That's one of the songs I did listen to.
It starts off strong. I will say the album started off strong. Welcome to the Carter Bells, hip hop. We go, one of the big hits to me on the song is Sharks with Jelly Roll and Big Sean. I thought that was probably the best one on the album. I thought if you was gonna say what's the single, we going with Sharks, Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll killed that hook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He a black man in my eyes. I don't care what nobody say. For now, that can change. Now, it starts to go downhill.
Oh fuck.
First, honestly, I started. You almost forget this album feels like it's a summary of his career a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because you almost forget there was an era, and I feel like we messed up by letting this man play around with rock music a little too long. There was an era.
Oh, that's when he was in his skating, like, you know,
yeah, I Am
skateboard.
Human.
Yeah.
Remember that? That was called I Am Human. That album.
Yeah. We almost forget about that era, but he decided to remind us in this album that that was part of it.
Okay.
That was not a good idea. It's not a good idea because it was more like I just need to get past this song. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, he had Bono on the song, The Days. It was cool. It was cool, but it's like,
But do you
we
feel
not
like
here for this?
So you felt like it didn't match the project?
I mean, as you listen to it, you get bits and pieces of those, but every time you heard a guitar, like, nigga, if you don't, part of me, you want to be like, bro, get nigga, just rap, nigga.
Yeah, just
rap. Please, I don't need this.
You know,
that was that album. The album Rebirth. What do you have?
Oh,
Prom
my
Queen
goodness,
and
man.
on there.
Oh my goodness.
That was the worst
Oh
album.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I actually
Yeah.
forget about all the like. He has quite a catalog, but I
Yeah.
think when we're looking at it, right? And I mean, sorry in advance, Jalen, but I think not you, but you know, the one that's die hard for Lil Wayne. I think it's cool, but I think when we look at his catalog for real, can we really say he's up there?
Yes.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's the thing, Casey. Here's the thing, and I hear
I'm
you.
not denying his talent. I'm not. But what I'm saying is, when we're
I
looking
hear
at the
you.
records, does that match the talent? Does that make sense?
This is the problem with Lil Wayne. When we look at the records, if we talk Carter 2, Carter 3, those are some great. That's some
Solid.
great music.
Yeah.
The problem here is we put him in this conversation due to what he did in the mixtape era. And that is just in today's time, a lot of people, if it's not on a main streaming service, ain't nobody really hitting that piff or what's the mixtape Mix Rilla or whatever the
Spinrilla.
was.
The kids are not
Nobody
listening
hit.
to
I think both
Spinrilla,
those sites are
SoundCloud.
shut down now.
Yeah,
they're all shut
I don't
down
even know
now.
if they got that piff's still out. I still go in there every now and then. Ain't nobody going to those to be like, bro, what was that mixtape era like? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's tough because we know.
We got
You know
to
what I'm saying?
experience it. Yeah. That's real.
He's a really good rapper.
And that's
He
what you
is.
get from
Cannot
this
deny
album.
that. He
Yeah.
got bars on bars, even though he don't remember them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you'll tell him one of his bars, he'll be like, "Damn, who said that? That shit was fire."
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "That was yours." Oh,
Well, he still has to look up shit to make sure he didn't already
Yeah.
say it. So
I feel like this album, like I said, man, personally, I could get rid of The Days. I can get rid of Low Key's theme if I play guitar. After Peanuts to an Elephant, man,
it goes down or up.
down.
it's a slow decline. I ain't gonna say it's like a nigga fell off the cliff.
That's
I ain't
not
gonna say he
bad.
fell off the cliff.
That Peanuts song is ass.
Peanuts to an Elephant is terrible.
But
the rest of the songs kind of get helped a little bit.
But here's my thing though. This is 19 songs. For a
lot of
rap
songs.
artist, I think that's too much, right? So I think Tyler,
I know. Well, not
Peanuts,
necessarily. Well, hear me out. Hear me out. For a rap artist that just raps and don't really have a theme or don't really have a direction to the album, it is what it is. 19 songs is what it is. You just throw it out there and whatever sticks. You know, a rapper.
And
like,
how long was it since he dropped his last one before this? Because I think he also was on like years of like before dropping.
He just dropped.
That's
the
not
album
true
with
because he
2
dropped the
Chainz 2 years
collab
ago.
with 2 Chainz. Yeah, he dropped
2
the
years
collab with
ago.
2 Chainz in 23.
and that was good.
Yeah.
I
He
listened to
actually
that.
did
That
a
was good.
he the collabs was his was that his only one?
Nah,
No,
he
but
did one. He
that's-
did one with Rich the Kid in 2021.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like for somebody who at this point in his career is just rapping,
Yeah.
whatever sticks.
I don't know
Now,
why I thought he had such a gap.
It's because his music isn't as big as it used to be.
Yeah,
and he don't really promote his albums like that.
No, he don't.
we also got to remember, he had a long stint where he was trying to figure out this whole deal with Baby.
Oh, that's
he
true
wasn't
too.
able to make music.
Yeah.
Damn, he only 42.
So I feel like we missed a prime Wheezy.
Yeah. Yeah.
With all that being said, if I was to give this album out of 10, I give it 6 out of 10. I give it 6 out of 10.
Above
6?
average. That's above average.
I'm letting.
That's a D out of a letter grade.
Yeah. I just want to officially say, I think this album marks the end of Young Money.
Oof. Oh, damn.
I think Young Money is officially over.
That's a statement.
Officially.
I think
it was an era. It was a good time.
I think it ended 10 years ago, but yeah, it was
when you look at, you're right. But when you look at labels or when you look at crews, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think MMG was kind of the first to go down. Not to say that the artists ain't good making music, but they kind of just
then it was good
out.
music.
Good music.
Ooh.
No, good music might have been first. Well, yeah, good music.
You know what? I want to say, Tyler, that was around the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dreamville just got ramped up at the time when those groups was
TD's
hot.
in a great place, but weird place at the same time.
TD's is real solid.
You know what it is?
Right
TDE is in a transition point. Like they're about to transition into something. We just don't know if it's like, oh shit,
They ain't like as like a crew anymore.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
TDE
They're
don't seem like a
official
crew
label.
anymore. Yeah, they're official label now. They're not a crew
that.
no more. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
I think that's where you was going to. Casey.
But they've expanded into being a very official label. With Doechii, SZA, now Ray Vaughn is out. I think they got some good talent. J-Rock's still over there. Absol's still over there. They still, a lot of people making music under
Schoolboy.
TD. Schoolboy. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
But they just ain't a crew like that no more.
No.
Black Hippie ain't no more.
I feel like yeah, man. Young Money, man. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Roger that.
Roger that.
I'm just saying, Nicki had a nasty verse on that.
That was a good song.
Yeah,
that was a good song.
Cornbread in the gut. Oh God.
Yeah.
Got the Halloween tricks. God damn, trick or treating or what? You know what I mean?
I love that you a Nicki fan. I love that you a Nicki fan. I love that I'm not.
I appreciate her penmanship.
She ain't made nothing but good since Monster.
I know.
No, she ain't had a verse better than Monster.
You know what it is?
But when that's your best verse of all time, it's hard to top your best verse.
It is. Like when Kanye's like, yeah, I kind of want to take this bitch off. She killed all of us.
She too good.
Yeah.
But he crazy. He got
I'm hoping Nicki come back, but all right. One day.
Shout out Lil Wayne. Shout out Weezy, man. I appreciate him, dropping stuff. We've had a lot of older artists dropping music.
No anticipation or nothing.
No. And
yes and no. Yes and no. Because he had a commercial. He was in a commercial where he was in a booth.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, true.
We've had LL Cool J, we've had Snoop Dogg, Lil Wayne.
We've
had some older niggas.
What?
We've had some older niggas dropping albums lately.
Lil Wayne.
Check him out if you
only
want.
42. Lil Wayne is only 42.
Fair, but he's in the GOAT status. He's in the GOAT status.
But he's at that point where it's like, yeah, you've been in the game. You got to think, he got in the game when he was like fucking 12, 13.
Yeah.
He was true. You're right.
He was a baby. So it's like,
yeah.
He been into it. Yeah, we're talking decades at this point.
No clearance.